That's going to be it, locking in. Bison versus the Juri. Zhen from KSG versus Nephew representing FlyQuest.
You know, talking to Punk about just coming with these matchups in general, he talked about just getting here. I feel like Nephew's going to be a lot more prepared to deal with what Zhen is about to give to him.
Yeah, you're able to kind of isolate your strategy a little bit better, a little bit more conveniently, because you only have 3 teams to worry about in regards to like everybody else currently involved. We kind of started with that at the top of the show, actually immediately after Xiaohai's interview, to be more accurate. But it's very important, right? Like Nephew is one to really dissect any sort of matchup. We've seen him. If you watch his streams, if you've seen him coach on a Sage Jam Slam, he is that guy to break it down. However, when it comes to Zhen, there are so many things to keep in mind when it comes to his way of Bison. He makes such proper reads. I know he doesn't give himself enough credit. He's like, you know what, sometimes Bison has those days, sometimes I have those days. When it's a combination of both, then I'm just him.
I mean, look, Zhen is one of these players that ever since his debut in Street Fighter League, everybody has considered him a threat. He was always one of the big guns on the team, no matter what. But we're in a different situation now where a lot more is on the line. But I love the fact of making sure we're like, yo, you got the dub over him. Send him up. And this is exactly what I was talking about. Ego gets in the way. You're saying you want to beat one of these players, and sometimes you don't want to make that sacrifice. I'm glad that these teams are recognizing what's on the line. Send up Zhen, make sure, or just give him an opportunity to keep the streak going.
I think it's really important for the leader to recognize where the strengths of the team lie, right? If Zhen has a current win streak, you do not want to halt that momentum at any shape or form. If he feels like he understands the matchup thoroughly and also understands Nephew thoroughly, you got to keep sending him up.
Well, I'm glad you brought up the tech, though, because Nephew is definitely just throughout the season always kind of evolved this Juri tech. I would be surprised if he didn't have something specifically in store for this matchup. I mean, I remember just going back and watching him do stuff in Capcom Cup, in the CGT World Warriors. He's always evolving his game. I mean, obviously he's a coach. We talked about the Slam, but he's still a highly competitive player and one of the best players in the United States. So, I mean, this FlyQuest team is looking sharp, but Zhen has always been that guy. He's always been one of the people you can lean on. We're like, hey, we need you to bring home these points. And my man is so monotone, so chill. He's like, I got it.
The most chill player.
He's so chill.
Same with both of them. Monotone, same facial expressions.
Yes.
I love that. So, one thing to keep in mind, I feel like this is a tidbit that most people don't know. In the final year of Street Fighter V at Capcom Cup, you remember who the runner-up was? It was Zhen.
It was Zhen. Oh, it was.
Bison. Yo. It was Zhen versus Mena RD. Do you remember?
Wait a minute. Now you're triggering the memory. Dude, but once again, that lets you know just the caliber of these players, man. Like, there's nobody up here that's a stranger to what they're about to do, being on the big stage with the lights there and having to play under duress at all times. But here we go. Man, they even got the logo on the seats. Let's go.
Hold up. I'm going to need one of these chairs. Hold on.
I feel like we deserve one of these chairs. Can I get one of these?
We can take one of these.
That looks stitched in, bro. Y'all not going to use them after this. I'll take one of those home.
Don't worry. I'll sanitize it. I'll make sure it's part of the inventory. I got you. You need some storage space?
Well, look, you definitely better clean it off because it's definitely going to be sweaty after this tournament. I can tell you that right now.
That's nasty.
I'm just saying, bro.
Well, you're right.
You think just because we play video games we don't sweat? Put on some deodorant. All right, here we go. Zhen versus Nephew. Next match, KuaiShou Gaming, FlyQuest with the lead.
I feel like it's 2-on-1. You got Rosinante and Bison. Right. Either way.
I think the horse gets hyped too. Whenever Bison wins, lets out a loud neigh.
Both evident. Ringo kicks have been a mainstay thus far. That's the second time we've seen it from Nephew. Nephew trying to move out of the way. Oh, the uppercut. Get off me.
Instant answer. Put it in his head right now that you will do it. You will spin that meter. Oh, my God. Big punish counter.
How is he ready for that? That's 2. Trying to keep it in mind. The reversals definitely evident from the side of Nephew. He's looking rather dry, though. You could get a block sequence. Oh, but the low forward upon wake up. Dear Lord Almighty.
Yeah, he switched it up quite a few times. Going for the uppercut this time, going for the low, spinning the meter, getting the advantage, and a stop with the corner positioning.
Delayed on the throw on the drive rush.
Back throw. Wait a minute. Don't count Zhen out yet. Spinning some meter, delays the attack, gets a back throw. Oh, and that was a bad gamble. Zhen makes him pay for it. A simple back throw, nothing too risky. Round 2, here we come.
So difficult to tell when these moments are going to happen. Zhen kept it in mind. What a punish counter against the scissors. Here comes the assault. Back-to-back mediums. He was definitely within range. And a nice, easy combo now leading into this throw. Jump medium to get away from the throw this time against Zhen. Level 1 incoming. You already know it.
Yo, the Nephew classic to get out of a strange situation, a pinch, if you will, and there is the conversion. He's only got one bar, but this next interaction could be it. Oh, the interrupt. What a check on the drive rush right there. And Nephew, we haven't seen it that much during this match so far, but the minute he showed that card, he was ready to stop it.
He has been doing a lot of these checks throughout the season, by the way. His low medium checks against the drive rush have been so potent. Now it's up to Zhen to change up his drive rush approach. He can do drive rush scissor kick. He could do drive rush jab just to kind of force you to poke out. Let's see if that happens. Not this time. Successful drive rush for Zhen.
Okay, drive rush medium, and now he's got that momentum in his favor. Another wake-up OD uppercut. Nephew said, I'm going to take my turn back, clips the toes, pushes back to the other side of the screen. Oh, the big cross-up, but you got to be careful. 3 bars. 3 bars on the side of Zhen.
Same thing for both. This could be for game. The single hit that goes into that super.
Oh. Okay, burnt. And you know he's gonna spin this CA Psycho Crusher. How is he standing on her hand? The balance is crazy. And like lightning, word. And that's gonna do it then. KuaiShou Gaming gonna put a game on the board.
Pretty difficult to contest, man. I think there was a moment, a slight moment where the jump in could have happened, but Nephew, reluctant to do so mid-air, still giving Zhen that extra opportunity to snipe him if he takes to the skies.
Bro, look at the signs out there for their favorite players showing love, bro. It has been ridiculous to see people pull up live and talk to like some of their favorite players, and now they're seeing just how hard it is to actually operate in a space like this when they are hunting for your head.
Did you see the sign on the left? I feel bad for whoever Todd is. It said, boo, Todd. You know what? Yay, Todd, okay?
Yay, Todd. You got fans up here, Todd, all right?
We're your fans. If anybody else isn't, we will definitely be your fans. Going into it, though, Nephew, rather close. He's actually been on the defensive end more often than not, relying on these big opportunities from the reversals, but it hasn't come his way.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's been a lot harder because I feel like Zhen's willing to, like, hit the brakes and let Nephew put himself in these situations where he can get these big counter hits. Game 2 here, still first of 3, drive rush. Switching up the timing like you said before. We haven't seen the scissors option yet, but we've seen that option multiple times.
He's hit almost every one of them, but one that actually took a round away from him. So his success rate, I feel like, with it going in his way, going for his way, I don't see him stopping.
Using a lot of standing medium kick. Nephew just ranging it out, though, and still slowly pushing to this corner to keep the momentum. The ground speed for Juri is definitely something that Nephew is trying to work with.
Oh, Renko kicks, bringing out as a counter hit. Level 1 to avoid the throw. An excellent time for a reversal from the side of Zhen.
Spinning the bar to make it happen. Drive rush throw. Once again, changing up the options. And him not changing up the options just made him lose a lot of life right here.
And the bomb has been planted. Do you do it one more time? You sure do. Zhen absolutely ready. A big risk coming in from Nephew. But it still feels rather calculated, right? You think to yourself, Zhen's going to try to pursue offense on this one, right?
And there it is, finally showing that scissors, but gets clipped on the recovery, and now Nephew's got an opportunity. Oof.
That hit wrong. Too far for the extension.
Oh, what a jump. Finally getting over those Renko kicks, and now he's got the position change. Zhen in control in the corner. I'm out.
You get the cross up. Nephew, let me see what your offense is like. Attack, pushing so far away. Fierce to start, fireball to follow. Medium kick to test the ranges. How do you pursue? That's a counter hit. It didn't hit as a clean overhead. Zhen pressed the button.
Yo, Nephew's got 3 bars. He's going to try not to use it to close out this round, but he might be forced to if Zhen gets any kind of gas, and he gets none. Nephew spins one. We're going to another round.
Staying alive. Pretty similar to the way that Riddles had to play off against Mickey. Can Nephew bring it all the way back to at least a tie game?
Definitely want to keep. Ooh, what a sweep. Oh, wow, hit a button on wake up too. Gonna spin some meter to plant the mine and get this corner positioning. Definitely tried to bait out an OD uppercut right there.
Most definitely.
Oh, got the jump in. I'm not sure what he hit, but he got hit for it.
It felt like a raw hit, Steve. He must have just went right into it. No buttons, nothing, no recovery. Excellent block on the overhead.
Okay, more pressure in the corner. These throws are stacking up. You can take one more. Oh, nice. Finally shows it again. OD uppercut, and now using that walk speed to get some screen advantage. Level 3, I don't think that's gonna work. Zhen sees it coming. That's gonna be KuaiShou Gaming. 10 points on the board.
Another 2 games straight for the side of Zhen. That is a 6-1 record.
Wow.
Over Nephew.
Man, like I said, that's the smartest thing you could have done. He's got a winning record versus Nephew, put him back in that spot again. And them having that advantage of being the home team, they knew what was coming down the pipeline. They knew Nephew would be in that spot. Of course you're going to counter it. But speaking of, another page in the Are You Nervous saga. Pump the God coming up versus Xiaohai. This is about to be a banger. And of course, 50 points is there, so we could potentially see these guys face off again. Or we could see the switch up. They could pull one of their players off the bench later on, but right now, we're getting straight to business. Punk versus Xiaohai.
Currently sitting at 10 points apiece as we dissect what had happened. Nephew has been willing to take that risk over and over and over again with a lot of these OD uppercuts. Majority of them have hit, but the ones that failed led to such demise, not even just for the life taken away, but also for the rounds themselves.
I'm glad you said like calculated, because I felt like he was willing to get hit by OD like uppercut. And when he did try to escape, he did clip him with the low medium, but always in contesting, right? He always, and then just like you said, he started mixing up his drive rush options. He mixed in the throw, mixed in the stand light kick to bait the uppercut, and then add the scissors to it. The layers are there. It's easy to see why he has had this streak versus Nephew, and once again, having that home field advantage definitely gives him a point.
What's also crazy too, as he anticipates whatever wake-up option comes from Juri, he goes for a slight micro walk back standing and then immediately crouches in preparation for the low forward because of the slower startup.